left the town before the dawn, with nothing but a coat half worn. No plan, no map, just open miles and silent stretch for country miles. A crow flew east, a train rolled west. I followed, neither chose to rest. The road don't care which way I lean, it only shows what's left unseen. I traveled to stay still inside and let motion break the things I hide. Each mile unwinds a thread of thought from all the noise that time has brought. I ain't chasing gold or thrill, I travel just to stay real still. Some folks ride to find a name or run from loss they cannot tame, but I just walk to meet my weight, the part of me I used to hate. A diner blinked its neon light, I passed it by, no need tonight. Sometimes a chair is just a cage, no matter if it's wood or wage. I traveled to stay still inside, to let the past no longer guide. The dust, the wind, they speak no lies, just fill the gaps where ego dies. I'm not lost, I've had my fill. I move but I remain still. So if you see me on that bend, don't wave, don't ask me where it ends. The road don't end, it only bends. And I don't break, I just suspend.
Footsteps on grass still wet with dew. Morning hums with skies of endless blue. Worn out jeans and laughter shared with kin. Life feels whole where simple joys begin. Simplicity's a gift, a truth that sets me free, rooted in the life that's always home to me.
Headlights cut through quiet fields where every turn a secret yields. The radio hums a steady tune underneath the watching moon. Tires hum on gravel worn, memories etched where night is born. No final stop, no hurried race, just endless roads and open space. Long roads under open skies, carrying dreams that never die. The night's embrace, the wind's soft cry on country roads where moments fly. Long roads under open skies, carrying dreams that never die. The night's embrace, the wind's soft cry on country roads where moments fly. The breeze can carry distant scents of pine and earth and past events. Each mile fades but leaves behind a gentle peace that's hard to find. So I keep driving through the dark, guided by a restless spark. Long road stretch beyond my eyes, forever neath these open skies. Long roads under open skies, carrying dreams that never die. The night's embrace, the wind's soft cry on country roads where moments fly. Long roads under open skies, carrying dreams that never die. The night's embrace, the wind's soft cry on country roads where moments fly. Roots sunk deep in years gone by, branches brushed a moving sky. Birds all came but never stayed. They sang, then left, it never swayed. Once it bore a carved-in heart, now the bark just hides the part. No brass tag, no claim, no fame, just a tree that lost its name. Not all things need to be known. Some just stand, some just grow. You don't have to play the game, said the tree that forgot its name. It saw the lovers, saw the wars, felt the droughts and heard no more. But through it all it stayed the same, with no need to stake a name. So if you pass and feel a peace, don't try to find some kind of peace. Some truths rise without a claim, like that tree without a name. Beneath the sky so wide and clear, I hold a spark that draws me near. Not a blaze but steady gleam, a quiet hope, a simple dream. Through fields where silence softly lays, I walk beside these gentle rays. Each step I take, a story told, hearts of fire, small but bold. Little lights along the way, guiding through both night and day. Not grand but true and bright, the dreams that carry me tonight. Those storms may come and skies may gray, these sparks will never fade away. In every breath, a chance to grow, a humble seed I always sow. So here I stand beneath this sky, with little lights that lift me high, a path made clear by hopes I keep, a promise sown for dreams to reap. Pulled up slow by the old cafe, you laughed loud on a Saturday. Now it's just wind on the window pane, but I still see your face. Radio's on, but it ain't saying much. The silence cuts deeper than it ever was. Streetlight shadows play tricks on me. Your name's still there in every melody. I'm alone in this truck, but it still feels like us. Every mile I go just brings back what I lost. You're not in the sea, but your ghost riding up front. Yeah, it still feels like us. Took that lift past your parents' place. Mailbox rusted, still hold your name. I swear I heard your voice voice in the breeze, calling out to me. Radio's on, but it ain't saying much. The silence cuts deeper than it ever was. Streetlight shadows play tricks on me. Your name's still there in every melody. I'm alone in this truck, but it still feels like us. Every mile I go just brings back what I lost. You're not in the seat, but your ghost riding up front. Yeah, it still feels like us. I don't call you no more, but I drive like I might. Every red light feels like a goodbye. I'm alone in this truck, but it still feels like us. Every song I hear just tears me right back up. You're not in the sea, but I swear I still feel your touch. Yeah, it still feels like us. Found it floating on the stream, soft as silence, light as dream. Thought it'd ride the breeze like song, but somehow gravity felt wrong. Not all things meant to fly reach the comfort of the sky. Some were made to fall with grace and vanish in a stillborn place. You looked at me like I had wings, but I was never meant for higher things. Not every soul escapes the bank like that feather that sang. We don't all defy the pole. Some hearts wear a weight that's full, and even dreams that once felt right can fade beneath a softer fight. So let it go. Don't try to say what floats too gently for a wave. Some truths don't fly, they're frank, like a feather that sang. night light on a cracked iPhone. 3 missed calls, 1 unknown. Your name lit up, but I just stared. You know I hate that I still care. I poured a drink, let it sit too long. Heard our song, couldn't sing along. You said you'd be fine on your own. Funny how you never felt alone. I don't know what you meant to say, but I've replayed it anyway. Was it I miss you or I'm okay? Either way, I felt the weight. You still show up when I'm 3 sips in, right where my regrets begin. That ringtone used to feel like home. Now it cuts like a dial tone. You left a voice I didn't play. Guess I'm scared of what you'd say. Funny how the silence calls when it's late and I've built these walls. Still got the same old number saved in case someday you wanna stay. But I just watched it all unwind, 1 missed call at a time. I swore I'd moved on, swore I was tough. Turns out healing's mostly bluff. I delete your name, then put it back, like hope's a habit I can't unpack. Maybe it was just one last reach, or a dream you couldn't teach. But the line you crossed tonight left me wondering if you might. You still show up when I'm 3 sips in, like a ghost with your old grin. That ringtone's more than sound. It's the life we almost found. I ain't mad, I ain't fine, just stuck in the space between the lines. If you call again sometime, maybe I'll pick up this time. Didn't mean to fade that slow. Words got sharp, I let them go. You were reaching through my storms. I was colder than your warmth. Now the mirror don't lie. I'm the one made you cry. But if love still lives in you, let me prove I see it true. I'm hard to hold, easy to break. Didn't see it till too late. But if you still got a space, I swear I'll earn my place. Ain't trying to rewrite the past, just asking for one chance to be the man who stays and learns to love with grace. You were right, I never heard. Talked too loud, missed every word. Took your silence as a sign. Now I'm wishing it was mine. I don't want a perfect ending, just a start that's worth defending. If your heart's still soft tonight, let me stand there in the light. I'm hard to hold, easy to break, but I'll fix what I forsake. Won't run when shadows come, won't hide behind what's numb. If you've still got a space, I'll show you change has weight. It ain't too late if you still got love for me to chase. Yeah. Oh.
Pull the chain, the bulb lit slow, revealing rows of years in tow. A coat still hung on on crooked nails, its fabric stiff from countless scales, a ledger marked in brittle ink, but beside a cracked ceramic sink, dates and names in careful line, forgotten now, but once were mine. The attic breathes with quiet weight, each corner pressed by time and fate. No ghosts, no smoke, no clever signs, just dust that marks what once was mine. I stand among the odds and ends, where silence hums but never bends. Tin box held her childhood threads, dried flowers, notes, and pencil leads. A ribbon faded into gray, still knotted like it was that day. This place records what walls won't tell. The afternoon when silence fell, the books unread, the chair she used, still placed just right, yet never moved. The attic holds what we misplace, a name, a date, a younger face. Not haunted, no, just left behind, like Sunday bells we used to find. I breathe it in, then close the door, and leave her things just like before. Some rooms don't ask to be reclaimed, they wait unchanged but not ashamed. I laid the seeds at break of day, prayed the wind would know its way. But every night beneath the stars, that field still hung in broken bars. It wasn't storm, it wasn't drought, it was the silence drawn inside out. The soil remembers every step in the field that never slept. It sings of hands that once held dreams, of boots and hearts split at the seams. The harvest waits, but roots have wept in the field that never slept. Some ghosts don't haunt with cries or chains, they rise through wheat and autumn rains. And when you kneel to sow regret, the land don't let you just forget. So I rise before the morning dew, still hoping something will break through. But I've learned why no promise kept in the field that never slept. that once held dreams of boots and hearts split at the seams. The harvest waits, the roots have wept in the field that never slept.
Seats go by, clouds up close, then gravel sky. No whistle blows, no curtain drops, just motion tied in endless knots. Each view returns, yet feels askew. Same old moon, but tinted blue. A cycle built from half-meant words and silence spinning in reverse. No end, no start, just creak and glide. Hope and loss sit side by side. You smile again, then let it flop on the wheel that won't ever stop. Circling through the sound. So if you feel you've had enough of high to short and low to rough, look close, you're in the very spot on the wheel that never stops. Had your name at the top, folded words I couldn't drop, wrote it down round 2 a.m., then tore it up and wrote again. Didn't know what I should say, if you'd smile or walk away, so I left it in my drawer, still unread but wanting more. Thought time might heal the space, but your ghost don't leave this place. This is the letter I never sent, full of words that I still meant. Tried to move, but every turn led me back where old flames burn. You don't know what you don't read, but this ink still bleeds from me. You were more than just a name, you were every line I couldn't frame. Found it once behind my boots, yellowed edge but truth still roots. I read it slow like I was you, wondering if you'd feel it too. Some goodbyes don't need goodbye, they just echo when you try. This is the letter I never sent, full of words that I still meant. Tried to move, but every turn led me back where old flames burn. You don't know what you don't read, but this thing still bleeds for me. You were more than just a name, you were every line I couldn't frame. Maybe some love ain't meant to land, just life's folded in a trembling hand. This is the letter I never sent, but I still whisper what I meant. Under stars, behind closed eyes, where your voice still quiets mine. If someday this finds your hands, I hope you'll read and understand. You were more than just a name, you're the line I still can't change.
Cold dawn breaks where your warmth used to lie. Empty air now holds my lonesome cry. Miles stretch far, they tear my heart in two. Every step feels heavy without you. Windswept plains can't soothe this aching space. Your absence carved a scar time won't erase. Pain of separation, it cuts like winter's blade. A wound unseen where love and loss cascade. Though you're gone, your light still haunts my skies, burning deep within my tearful eyes. This longing holds me tethered to your name, grieving for a fire that won't burn the same. Older path where we once walked as one, now lies still beneath the fading sun. Your laughter hums in memories I keep. Soft and faint, it lulls me as I weep. Distance grows, yet love won't let me go. Separation's weight the heaviest I know. Will this hurt still linger when stars grow dim and old? Can my heart find peace in stories left untold? Though we're torn apart, your soul's still intertwined, carrying your love in every tear I find.
by once spoken rivers and fences and firewood cracks. Now I breathe in syntax that doesn't breathe me back. The porch still holds my shape, but verbs don't name me right. I drift between the grammar of morning and midnight. I'm out of my own vocabulary. Words fall through, too brittle to carry. No metaphor fits, no silence aligns. I'm unsaid in all the usual lines. Not lost, not gone, not undefined, just untranslated over time. I'm out of my own vocabulary, where even I can't spell what I mean. They ask how I'm doing, I answer in weather and wood. I try to mean something, but nothing quite should. I used to be fluent in laughter and flame. Now I mouth my own name, and it doesn't behave. I'm out of my own vocabulary, like frost in July or thunder too airy. No metaphor holds, no chorus recalls. I vanish in sentences built like walls. Not numb, not mute, not in between, just unread where I used to be seen. I'm out of my own vocabulary, and I don't even fight to be clean. There's no heartbreak here, no grand red sky, just a man who forgot the shape of why. I'm out of my own vocabulary, too human for code, too quiet for query. If someday you hear a phrase without end, that's just me, untitled again.
Sunk deep in years gone by, branches brushed a moving sky. Birds all came but never stayed. They sang, then left, it never swayed. Once it bore a carved-in heart, now the bark just hides the part. No brass tag, no claim, no fame, just a tree that lost its name. Not all things need to be known. Some just stand, some just grow. You don't have to play the game, said the tree that forgot its name. It saw the lovers, saw the wars, felt the droughts and heard no more. But through it all it stayed the same, with no need to stake a name. So if you pass and feel a peace, don't try to find some kind of peace. Some truths rise without a claim, like that tree without a name.
talk like you're right next to me, but it hits like it's overseas. Yeah, I stay fixed on the screen. I'm here but I'm fading in between. The coffee's hot but it feels cold. We sit in silence growing old. You reach but not like you used to do. Feels like I'm ghosting next to you. There's static between us, like two radios out of tune. Same room but we orbit like moons. Same bed but I dream in a different room. And no shouting, no slamming doors, just signals lost along the floor. You say we're fine, but what's the use when there's static between me and you? Remember when we danced in the hallway light? Now we scroll till we both lose the fight. There's a hum in the house that wasn't there. Maybe it's us or maybe just air. Your jacket still hangs by the door, but you don't feel like home no more. I smile and you fake a laugh. We're stuck on some old photograph. And there's static between us, like two radios out of tune. Same room but we orbit like moons. Same bed but I dream in a different room. And no shouting, no slamming doors, just signals lost along the floor. You say we're fine, but what's the use when there's static between me and you? Dialed it back, would we still get through? Or are we numbers that time withdrew? There's static between us, even the silence starts to sting. Like a bell that forgot how to ring, like a song that don't mean a thing. I'm still here but not in reach, like waves that never hit the beach. You say we're fine but I see through. Yeah, there's static between me and you. I knocked upon a yellow door like I had done the year before. The paint was chipped, the hinge was slow, but silence answered soft and low. The porch still held your flannel coat, hung like a line from a fading note. I waited there through falling dust, but time won't stir what it distrusts. They say the past don't speak aloud, it fades beneath a quiet cloud. But I still knock though years go by on doors that give no clear reply. Glass of rain upon the sill, the breeze too calm, the night too still. I whispered thoughts you'll never hear to doors that used to pull you near. Not every knock is meant to land, some just remind where hearts once stand. And though the lock won't turn for me, I leave the knock and let it be. They say the There's an old hat on the wooden bench, faded brim and stories drenched. It's been left in the morning light, a silent mark of someone's fight. I've walked this park 1,000 times, seen the seasons, felt the rhymes. That hat's a sign, a quiet call of someone gone beyond the fall. The old hat on the bench remains, the token of both joy and pain. Though the wear's gone away, that hat still holds the yesterday. Kids laugh past, don't notice there, the hat that's weathered years of care. But I can see in threads and wear a life that's touched this world somewhere. The old hat on the bench remains, a token of both joy and pain. Though the wear's gone away, that hat still holds the yesterday. So when I sit and close my eyes, I wear that hat beneath these skies. A piece of past, a tale unspun, the story lost but never done. Creased and torn, once held so tight, ink now fades beneath the light. Lines once bold now twist and sway, can't tell night from break of day. Used to know which trail was true, which river split and skies turned blue. But corners curled and stars fell forth on the map that lost its north. Wanderers may learn the land, but some roads slip through their hands. Not all paths lead back and forth, some get lost without their north. Trust, dreams turn dust and hope to rust. But even lost, it still holds worth, that worn out map without its north. So if your sky forgets to shine and every turn steals more of time, know you're not the only one henceforth with a map that lost its north.
stone was tossed, no thunder cried, just air disturbed the water wide. A weightless drift, a silent ache, the feather that unstitched the lake. No ripple meant to carve the shore, but still it reached the cabin door. A single fall so soft, so late, yet cracked the calm it once could save. Some wounds don't bleed, they quietly break. No scream, no fight, no grand mistake, just stillness bent for sorrow's sake. From the feather that sank the lake. The surface healed, or so it seemed, but nothing is the way it dreamed. Where once reflections dared to wake, now only silence dares to shake. Some wounds don't bleed, they quietly break. No scream, no fight, no grand mistake, just stillness bent for sorrow's sake. From the feather that sank the So when you feel what doesn't show, that's where the deepest currents flow. It wasn't thunderstorm or quake, just the feather that sank the lake. The lake. Oh.
Woke up late, sun peeking in, your shirt still hanging on the kitchen chair. Coffee's cold, but the smile's still warm. You said, don't wait up, I'll be there. You never rush, just flow right through. That kind of calm I found in you. World spins loud, but when you talk, it's like the static knows to stop. And it's easy like that, just a glance, I'm gone. No big fire, just a slow burn on. You got that laugh that melts the day, and all my heavy just floats away. Don't need no script, no movie scene, just you and me in a backseat dream. Yeah, it's simple, but I like it best when love don't need no test. We don't fight over little things, just roll the windows, let the summer sing. You hum a tune, I catch the vibe. No plan tonight, but it feels just right. If they ask what I've been missing, I'll say it's this, no doubt, no wishing. Love ain't loud, don't need the flash. It's in the look that always lasts. Yeah, it's easy like that, not a word too much. No high drama, just a steady touch. You got that sway, that Sunday grace, and every moment finds its place. No promises and neon lights, just one breath and it feels right. So let them chase what's big and fast. I'll stay here where it always lasts. I'm gone, no big fire, just a slow burn on. You got that laugh that melts the day, and all my heavy just floats away. Don't need no script, no movie scene, just you and me in a backseat dream. Yeah, it's simple, but I like it best when love don't need no test.
Screen lit up your name. Heart said don't, but I pressed play. Slurred words, you said I messed up bad, but you left what you want me to say. You said no, I don't need fixing, but you call me when it rains. Guess some nights you get too quiet and guilt don't fade. Why you calling now when I'm healing slow? Saying things we both already know. You're missing my voice, but not my pain. You're missing the fire, not the flame. So don't whisper like you stayed. Don't cry like you had walked away. If you love me like you claim, why's your number ghosting my day? Used to keep your light on late. Now you blame the dark for every break. You sip and dial, I see the trend. You want closure, I want the end. You say you dream of what we had, but I don't sleep in the past. You burned that bridge, then lit a match. Now you call from mad. Why you calling now when my heart went cold? Saying lies like some kind of soul. You miss the heat, but not the weight. You miss my name when it's too late. Don't hush me like I'll fold. Don't speak like I'm your home. You lost me slow, not in a flame. So why you on my name?
Found your picture in a box, tucked behind my old red socks. Dust on the frame, but there you smile, like nothing changed in all this while. Coffee's cold, same kitchen light. Dog still sleeps where you said goodnight. It ain't like I can't move on, just some days hit a little strong. That porch swing don't swing the same. Your laugh still echoes when it rains. And it's quiet now, but it ain't peace. I still hear you in the breeze, like a song they won't let go. Still hum soft and sweet and low. Ain't no slam, no fights, no blame. Just faded like the flame, and I still sit here now and then, talking to you like it ain't the end. Store clerk ask if I'm doing fine. I say sure and fake a line. They don't see the way I pause at every corner where we once got lost. New girl smiled at me last week, but I still flinch when someone speaks your name like it's just some word. But for me, it's every chord I've heard. Tried to write you out a song, but that melody still comes on strong. And it's quiet now, but it ain't gone like your shadow on the lawn. Every step still knows your sound. Every silence pulls me down. No big fight, no long goodbye. Just slipped out beneath the sky. So I still sit here now and then, hoping maybe you'll walk back in.
No bubbles on my screen today, no late night calls to drift away. You used to show up unannounced, now all I hear is quiet sounds. Your name don't light my phone at night. Your hoodie's gone, so is your side. Feels like I dreamed us out of you, but I still feel the weight of you. There's no trace of you in this house we made. You took the light and left the shade. The drawers are clean, the bed don't move, but somehow I still lose, even with no trace of you. Blocked me on the song's green clay, deleted us like it was fake. I walk the halls like I'm a ghost in a life I used to know the most. I check the mirror just to see if I still look like me, but part of me went with your name, and I can't find it back again. There's no trace of you this house we made. You took the light and left the shade. The drawers are clean, the bed don't move, but somehow I still lose, even with no trace of you. They just take pieces of who you are. There's no trace of you, but I feel still, in the way it hurts, in how quiet it feels. You're not around, there's nothing new, but I'm still missing you, with no trace of you.
There's a fence behind the barn out west, built straight by hands that tried their best. Left it open, left it wide, but nothing ever grew on either side. You'd sit and talk with eyes turned low, like planting seeds that wouldn't grow. Words like water, but dry as stone. Felt like loving you alone. Some hearts won't hold the Still the fence stayed bare all around. You can't force bloom from iron lines. It's just a fence that grows no vines. I painted hope in every hue, hung old wind chimes just for you. But winds pass through like empty roads. No music ever took hold. Maybe some soil just won't keep. Maybe silence grows too deep. I watched it every season through, waiting for a sign from you. Some hearts won't hold the rain. Some roots don't want the ground. I gave you sun, I gave you time. Still the fence stayed bare all around. Now I walk on with clearer signs, leaving the fence that grows no vines.
So you're sitting by the window booth, same boots, new shade of truth. You looked up once, then back down, like we were just two names in town. A waitress asked if I'd sit close. I said no, ma'am, she don't know. But you smirked like you used to do, like some part of you still knew. You stirred that tea 3 times slow. I counted every grain of dawn. Silence louder than a fight, but no one here was wrong or right. I left my name on a paper napkin right there by your empty plate. Didn't say much, just a little scratching. Hope you're sleeping better these days. Didn't ask for one more minute, didn't beg to talk things through. Just that ink and all that space, and a little bit of you. Paid in cash, I stayed behind. Stirred my coffee just to buy time. Watch your taillights fade from red, like every word we never said. Didn't need no last big scene. You took nothing but left everything. That waitress smiled and said, rough night. I said, nah, just lost my appetite. Still smell like August heat, though it's cold here in this sea. And I swear I felt your name sink into that napkin stain. I left my name on a paper napkin right there by your empty plate. Didn't say much, just a little scratching. Hope you're sleeping better these days. Didn't ask for one more talk things through. Just that ink and all that space, and a little bit of you.
Used to stand so tall and proud, straight in line, firm in the ground. But years and storms don't always scream, they just make strong things lean. No one stopped to set it right, just passed it by day and night. Still it held that rusted wire, like a heart that won't retire. A little tilt, a quiet sign of holding on through weather time. Not all strength is crisp and clean, somewhere the shape of leaning. No one paints it, no one sees what standing costs with weakened knees. But there it waits, worn but keen, that fence post softly leaning. So if you're tired, not pristine, don't confuse that with defeat. Some still hold, though rarely seen, like that fence post that leans. A little tilt, a quiet sign of holding on through weather time. Not all strength is crisp and clean, somewhere the shape of leaning. No one paints it, no one sees what standing costs with weakened knees. But there it waits, worn but keen, that fence post softly leaning. Waits, worn but keen, that fence post softly leaning.
Your name in roadside dust, right where the silence learns to rise. No steps, no lines, just words I bled, letters the wind never read. Tucked in my coat, a wrinkled page, folded between love and rage. I meant to send it, then I fled. Another truth left unsaid. Letters the wind never read, carried by time. gets too soon, but it hums an old familiar tune. If you ever feel what I once played, no, it's in the words the wind never read, letters the wind never read, written in blue and nearly dead, but still they breathe in silent grace, floating somewhere between time and space. Fingertips once traced a name on cedar planks too soft for shame. Now rings of age and stains remain. What's lost still carved into the grain. Chisel marks beneath the dust, hammered in with love and trust. Years may warp and seasons strain, but truth stays carved into the grain. Time forgets the songs we sang, but wood remembers every pang. Through fire, flood, or steady rain, our story stays carved in the grave. A table scratched by wedding bands, a cradle shaped by calloused hands. Though silence settles like a stain, the heart lives on within the grave. No polished stone, no printed name could ever speak the same refrain. If you look close, not much has changed. Love's still there, carved in the grave. So let the barn lean, let hinges moan, let windows creak with wind alone. What matters most won't rot or drain, it's carved to